very diligent, well prepared, everything, all the I's dotted, all the T's crossed, you know, all that sort of stuff. They'll be ready to go. You know, he's a very creative coach. They're always looking to play expansively, so you've got to be good enough defensively to stop that happen.
Defensively, he was fierce, he was a competitor, and as I say, he was a winner, so he's instilled that into his teams. He did a great job at first, and he went on to Cass and did a fantastic job with them. People will talk about the Warrington thing, but he's doing a great job at Wakefield, isn't he? And it's great to see Wakefield doing what they're doing. Memories are what we play this great game of Rugby League for, and to have the privilege to taste that sample, that was something very special. And you know, I always remember, and I've spoke about it on numerous occasions, when John Keir came into the first pre-season training camp and said, we're going to go to Wembley this year, we're going to win it. And we all looked at each other and thought, has he been drinking? Is he all right? But it planted the seed there and then, and the rest is history, as I say. But, you know, the detail, the preparation it gives us, the confidence, the belief, it's possible that he can beat the best team in the world, as Wigan was at that time. And, you know, we did whatever we needed to do to get the result, and the lead up to it was perfection. The preparation was perfection. The plan that he had, the game plan, how we had to execute, what we had to execute, were all on point, and we delivered that. So a lot of people were surprised by it. I suppose we were a little bit surprised, but we know we could do it, and we believed we could do it, and we did.
The 1895 Cup, a little bit different this year with the league, you know, at the start of it. But then we've worked our way through. We played real well at Bradford, and we get this opportunity. So we're really excited. I think, you know, there's a buzz around the place. The fans are buzzing. Wembley's getting mentioned everywhere. You can't get away from being excited and wanting a really good week. Ultimately, it's all about winning a game, isn't it? So, you know, we need to stay relaxed, enjoy the week, and then go and do the job on Saturday.
Going in 2019 to the inaugural AB Sundeck Cup final and winning that as well. So, you know, I've had experience of it, thoroughly enjoyed it. I did fetch one of the old guards back, which was actually John Keir, and let him talk to the players the night before and present the shirts, as I did with the captain of '98, Paul Broadbent, and just talked about it's possible. You can, you know, if you nail the game plan and do the things that you've got to do at the right time and be just desperate, you can achieve anything. So, yeah, 2019 was special as well, but to go into this one, we've been there, seen it, done it, and again, we're going in, I guess, as underdogs, and we're just going to give it his best shot. Nothing to lose, everything to gain, and we're really looking forward to it.
Hello and welcome to Wembley. We're just out there at the climax to the Betfred Challenge Cup between Wigan and Warrington, and then we've got one more big occasion left here on finals day, the final of the AB Sundeck's 1895 Cup. This finals day here at Wembley, always one of the most special occasions, one of the most special dates in the Rugby League calendar, even more so, of course, this year after the sadness and heartbreak that so many of us have felt this week after the untimely passing of one of Rugby League's most cherished sons, Rob Burrow, who has been remembered here at Wembley today. So one match to go, a Wakefield Trinity side returning here to the National Stadium for the first time in 45 years against a Sheffield Eagles side who were heroes here in the Challenge Cup in the 90s. The stories all over the place today, not least two head coaches who used to be teammates. Let's hear from them. Mark, final few moments of what's been a busy week before you go out for the cup final. What's the atmosphere in that dressing room just behind me?
Oh, it's buzzing, it's noisy. They're excited and ready to go.
And they should be excited. What have you said to the players about what this represents today?
Oh, it's one of them, what we're all in sport for is making memories and the bond that you have with the players that you play with, you know, and 10, 20, 30, 40 years later, you'll have that twinkle in your eye if you do something special today. So it's all about memories, you know, that's what's great about Rugby League. You get a group of people together, bond them into friends, brotherhoods, and then they go out and do something very special. So they're ready.
And you will know as well as any of us here today that Sheffield quite like it here.
Love it. Obviously been twice, won twice against two teams starting with W as well, so there's a bit of something going on there, isn't there? But and I love the fact that everybody's off again, and why wouldn't they? Because Wakefield are the benchmark team in the championship. But every dog has its day.
And how do you use that to your advantage, that underdog status that you have today?
Oh, of course, it's possible. Anything in life is possible. You want it that much, and we work that hard, then you can achieve anything. We know how to play. We know how to beat them. It's just nailing the game plan and doing whatever it takes. You've just got to be so desperate and put your body where it's got to go. And there's 17 players in there. Whew, wow, ready.
And stories all over the place today. One of them, of course, is your opposite number, someone you know quite well.
Who's that? Yeah, hello. We're big friends out. We have been for a lot of years, and he's doing a fantastic job at Wakefield, and it's the right club for him. You know, he's done fantastic jobs wherever he's been, because he instills in his team what his core values are, which is work hard, be tough, and play smart. So, you know, there's a lot of similarities between me and Darryl, but all stops today, and who buys the first pint? I know it won't be Darryl.
And a final thought, a lot at stake today, but what kind of game is this going to be for our viewers?
Oh, look, Championship's a fantastic competition, there's no doubt about that, and you know, it'll be entertaining. You know, both teams want to play rugby, want to throw the ball about and challenge each other, and that's what we're hoping for. We want to play and we want to entertain, but we've got to just take his chances, and if we do that, we will cause them problems.
Go well, good luck.
Thank you.
Darryl, big day. How's it been so far?
Oh yeah, pretty relaxed. You know, I think we've been pretty good all year. Boys know what they've got to do. We've had a relaxed week. It's all about players today and what they do, what they deliver, and I think they're ready.
How does it feel being back here? It's been a while.
Oh yeah, I've been here a fair few times, so I understand what it's all about. You know, it's a great place to come and play rugby league, and you know, quite a lot of the boys haven't played here before, so they're really looking forward to what it looks and feels like.
And for those who haven't played here before, what have you said about this place and how special it is based on the memories that you have already?
Well, yeah, I just give them a little bit of a story today about, you know, when I played here for Leeds and we were 12-0 down in no time. You know, you've got to have your head in the right place in finals, and, you know, I think they know that. I think, you know, obviously when you go into a game as favourites as we are, you can't just think that it's going to happen for you. You've got to do the job and stay calm. It's obviously pretty hot out there. It will be. It's even always is hotter in the middle there. So they just got to keep the cool and do what they've been doing. They've got a class team here and they need to enjoy it.
If you look to the table, it'd be first against third. Obviously, it's a one-off cup game in an arena that can, you know, it's unpredictable here. What are you thinking about the opposition today and where they might have threats that could be a danger to you?
Well, I think they will be unpredictable. I think, you know, we played them a few weeks back, and they've been tearing teams to shreds at the time, and we defended pretty well against them. I'd expect some unpredictability from them, and I've sort of spoke to the boys about that. We've practiced what they may do, and you know, but they're smart boys in the Sheffield camp. They've got some class players, so we just got to play well. We've got to defend well. You've got to be ready for anything. I think there'll be some tricky kicks in there. They've got a couple of smart half-backs, so we're prepared to take the odds to the situation, and I think we need to be good today.
And a final thought, we're grabbing a quick word just outside the Wakefield dressing room. You're back in there with a few moments to go before you're introduced. What are you saying?
Oh, just go and enjoy it. Just go and enjoy it. I think if we enjoy what we're doing today, we'll be in a great place.
Thanks, mate. Good luck today.
Cheers, thank you.
Full of labours.
And these are live pictures. A very good evening from a Wembley Stadium bathed in sunshine on finals day. And here's what's at stake now. Final of the day is the 2024 AB Sundex 1895 Cup. Sheffield Eagles and Wakefield Trinity toe to toe, two of the top sides outside of the Betfred Super League. Let's confirm the lineups for you, starting with the Eagles, the inaugural winners of this competition back in 2019. They have Jack Hansen at fullback. Then it's Ben Jones-Bishop, Chris Wellham, James Glover and Matty Dawson-Jones. Corey Aston and the skipper Anthony Thackeray in the halves. It's a 1-13 other than Hansen, with Eddie Batty, Vila Halafihi and Tyler Dickinson up front, and completing the 13, Connor Bower, Joel Farrell and Titus Gwazi on his 100th career appearance. The interchange bench boasts Kyle Wood, all the experience of Jesse Senelafeu, Aaron Murphy and Mitchell Clark. For the head coach, a Lance Todd Trophy winner in the 90s here, Mark Aston. What about the favourites? Wakefield Trinity, led by Darryl Powell, a former teammate of Aston's, and they have Max Jowett at fullback. Then it's the former England's wing, the veteran Jermaine McGilvery back in the side. Ian Thornley, Oliver Pratt and Lachlan Walmsley, a Wembley winner here 12 months ago with Halifax. Luke Gale knows what it takes to win at Wembley too. He's in the halves with Mason Leno, and then a pack of Josh Bowden, Liam Hood and Renu Fatoni. The captain, Matty Ashurst, with Josh Griffin and the loose forward, Jay Pitts. The Wakefield interchange bench has Liam Kay, Caleb Uwele, Kai Rodwell and Thomas Doyle. For the head coach, Darryl Powell. We're really looking forward to this one. I hope you are too here on Super League Plus. We've had great drama at Wembley throughout the day today as St Helens women continue their domination, as do Wigan Warriors men. And now take your pick. Is it Wakefield or is it Sheffield? We've got a former Challenge Cup winner and a former Wakefield star alongside us for this one. Paul Cook, great to see you, my friends. How's the day been for you?
Yeah, really good, George. I had a wonderful, wonderful day. You know, got to see the women's final. St Helens, as you said, dominating. I thought Warrington just didn't turn up in the men's Challenge Cup final there. I think they'll be really disappointed in themselves, Warrington, as will the coach Sam Burgess. But this is really, really a big game for both teams. You know, particularly those that are in the lower leagues, George, that they never ever get the chance to play at Wembley. You know, if they choose to stay in the lower leagues and be part-time, they may never get to Wembley for a Challenge Cup game. So wonderful for the players and wonderful for the fans of both clubs.
The stage is set. There's one strip of sunshine and it's heavily populated by the thousands who made the trip from Wakefield. What a sight that is.
Yeah, it really is, isn't it? I think 7,000 plus have come down from Wakefield. A wonderful, wonderful effort. Those away to our left-hand side will be hoping that, you know, my old boss, who I won the Challenge Cup with, John Keir, that Sheffield can spring a surprise of an upset of the nature of Wigan Warriors over Sheffield over Wigan back in the 90s.
45 years has been the wait for Wakefield Trinity. Margaret Thatcher was the Prime Minister. Richie Sunak wasn't even born. That's how long it's been. But what a moment on what's been a very special week. This is a very special day as Rugby League has remembered one of its most cherished sons. Now who's going to step up and star on the biggest stage, a stage graced so frequently by Rob Burrow. We await the two sides. A Sheffield Eagles team victorious in 2019, and they've actually got a really good record here at Wembley. Frequent mentions of that epic Challenge Cup win under John Keir in 98. Can they spring what would be, Paul Cook, a surprise here? Wakefield big favourites the way they've been going.
It'd be an upset of the same nature for me, George, when you consider that back then Wigan was full-time. I think Sheffield was still part full-time, and you know the same can be said today. Wakefield Trinity full-time, a full-time club, will look destined to go back to the top division with the signings they're making for next season. Tom Johnson, Mike McMeekin, to name a couple, coming over from Catalan. It would be an upset of the same proportion to me if Sheffield can get the job done here this evening. Well,
the stadium, as you can see, has emptied somewhat. But I'll tell you something, the Wakefield players will hear the Trinity roar. They are very, very well supported here today, on a day that this club has had to wait a long, long time for. We sat here, Paul, 12 months ago and we got real drama, didn't we?
George, I said this on the way down to Wembley this morning to Craig Murdoch in the car with. I think I saw the best Wembley try in a rugby league game last season when Batley kept the ball alive for I don't know how many passes or kicks it was, George, but what a privilege to be part of the commentary team then 12 months ago.
12 months on, it's Sheffield or Wakefield to lift the AB Sundex 1895 Cup, and this is their moment. The sides emerge, ready for battle in those special warm-up jerseys with the special number for the special man, the number 7 of Rob Burrow. Wembley has remembered Rob today.
Yeah, sometimes in rugby league, George, we're a sport that certainly gives ourselves a hard time and criticises from within. But one thing you can say about rugby league today is it's shown what a community sport it is, and when one's hurting, we're all hurting. It's been a wonderful, wonderful day of tributes to the great man himself. We'll be looking down and smiling, I'm sure.
The final moments as the players line up, go through that first set, that first hit. Mentally prepare. We had an explosive start, didn't we, to the Challenge Cup shortly after 3 o'clock this afternoon.
I thought it was Father's Day, the amount of cards coming out.
Well, our match official Tom Grant, I'm sure, will hope to be slightly less busy than Chris Kendall was mid-afternoon today. The players presented to the dignitaries. What does Sheffield have to do to get at Wakefield, Paul, today?
Well, they've certainly got to start big, haven't they? They've got to keep Wakefield in their own end as much as possible. I think, for me, Wakefield are far superior in terms of the players that are on show here, the strength, the speed of them. If you're gonna trouble Wakefield this afternoon or this evening, you're gonna have to hold on to the ball when you've got it and finish your sets on your terms. You've got to try and keep Wakefield as far away from your try line as possible. It's going to be a real tough ask for the Sheffield players. I think Wakefield are overwhelming favourites in this game, but stranger things have happened.
There was a very relaxed feel around Sheffield when I was down in the tunnel conducting the pre-match interviews, the music pumping out. I asked Mark Aston how the players were feeling. He says they cannot wait. These, Paul, as you will know far better than I, are the occasions that you live for in a career that, well, blink and you miss it. It's over before you realise.
Yeah, no question about that. I've had this conversation quite a lot already today. I can't remember a thing about this part of the day that I was involved in it. I can't remember a thing about the dignitaries, who they were, how many there were. There's a real sole focus here and tunnel vision on what you've got to achieve in the early parts of this game. And it's too easy to be caught up after warm-up, going back into the changing rooms, because it's such a long time from finishing your warm-up or walking out the tunnel, meeting all the dignitaries and the national anthems. It's so long to kick off, so you sort of bring yourself up during the warm-up, then you calm right down. And I think we saw both teams in the Challenge Cup final, Wigan and Warrington, do another little warm-up before they started the game to re-energise themselves. So it's really difficult mentally, this part of it, because you've got to forget about everything that's going on in front of you right now. You've got to solely focus on the kick-off.
Well, the pre-match formalities just about concluded. And let's hope we're in for the classic that we anticipate. We may just be on an early evening in the sunshine at Wembley. Rendition, and finally the teams strip off, the referees shake hands, and we are ready to go. The final match, the final of finals day here at Wembley Stadium.
This could well be the one that ignites it as well, couldn't it? You know, Saints have romped home in the Women's Challenge Cup final 22-0. I didn't think Warrington really turned up, and Wigan have got a result again by not getting to top gear. Both teams here like to throw the ball around, and it's a really big wide open space, isn't it, the Wembley pitch, and this could well be the one with the most skill and the most drama attached.
Tom Grant is the man in the middle. Match officials today, all with the special touch, the RB7 logo on their shirts, and it's going to be Sheffield to get us underway, playing right to left in the all red. Wakefield in the familiar white with blue trim, and Corey Aston with the sweep of a right boot awaits the nod to launch the 2024 AB Sundex 1895 Cup. It's the Wakefield fans you can hear. And here we go. Aston gets us underway with a swirling kick down to this near side, and the drive back is Josh Griffin to set Wakefield up just beyond their 10. Liam Hood is the dummy half. Glance right and left, and Wakefield will just pound up the middle, look to complete the 6 and a good kick. And pin Sheffield back. No errors early was one of Darryl Powell's instructions as they look to wrestle some field position. Jay Pitts hauls his side up to the 40. This will be the last. Lino gets the kick away under pressure. It's a swirling kick, expertly taken. And here comes Sheffield for their first feel of the football. Paul Cook.
Yeah, good set, wasn't it, from Sheffield defensively? I think the first tackle was made 15 metres out. They had to kick the ball on their own 40. So a good set from Sheffield defensively. Now their turn to return serve with football in hand for the first time.
Thackeray shifts it to his right-hand side. Chris Wellham, one of several Sheffield Eagles with bags of top-flight experience, and they're keeping the ball alive. They're here to play, the Eagles, at Wembley. See another big game player, Ben Jones-Bishop on the right wing, the former Leeds Rhino. Still going strong. Eagles over halfway. Last tackle. And high goes Thackeray, and there's going to be a contest here. McGilvery takes it well, as he has done all his career.
Yeah, good set again, that one from Sheffield, wasn't it? Up and over halfway. Aston's kick puts McGilvery under pressure. Hit on catch, wasn't he, by James Glover? A nice start from the Eagles.
First against third in the championship table. Wakefield have been peerless. They've been flawless so far, and that's a strong carry. They're within 40. Shifted to Lino again. Most will go through him as Griffin takes it on. Last tackle with Wakefield within 40 on this near side. Lino under pressure from Farrell, gets it away. Made a mess of that, Sheffield. It's picked up.
Again.
And it's going to be play on. And it is back to 0. And here come Wakefield with Walmsley. Takes a big shot. And wins his side a penalty. The Eagles all at sea.
Penalty sufficient.
It was a drop goal. A drop ball in the middle of the field, wasn't he? And I'm not sure it was Titus Quasi who maybe gets the knock on and just can't handle the kick, could he, from Mason Lino. That gives them 6 again, and then there's a high shot on Walmsley, which is irrelevant really. It's back to 0 anyway. So now they'll start 10 metres from the Eagles line.
And the pink boots of Luke Gale. Fine touch. And what an opportunity for Wakefield Trinity to strike first, right in front of their adoring fans. Full set from 10 away. Gale just pops it up, and they drive through Josh Bowden right at the post. Sheffield have defending to do early. With a Tony Hall to ground by Eddie Batty. Liam Hood has a look. Lino shows the dummy, bounces off Farrell. No way through. It's all left of Hood. Gale can make something happen, runs at the line. It's Hood from dummy half again. They're 5 away. Hood, short ball.
Held up, tackle 5 in the 10.
And held up on the line is Bowden.
On this line now, boys, nothing early. On the 10, on the 10.
If Sheffield can defend their line here, that will be a massive early confidence boost. Hood.
Okay, right.
He's gone. Oh, it's a really good
catch. Going to be kept in goal here, but there's a wonderful catch from James Glover.
Under intense pressure.
Yeah, just jumped from in the field of play, didn't he? So the referees said he's jumped from in the field of play and come down inside the in goal, which means it's play on, and I think Wakefield trap him, which means it's a goal line restart.
Anthony Thackeray keen to debate that decision with Tom Drant, the referee. I think he got it right. Let's have a look.
Well, I'm not sure. I think he might have jumped from in the field, inside the in goal line. Might have a point, Anthony Thackeray.
First big call. It's gone Wakefield's way. It's an Eagles dropout. Taken on the single bounce by Lino. And here come Trinity once again. Dominating territory and possession early, as we expected they might. 5 minutes in at Wembley. And it's Wakefield on the charge. Live and exclusive on Super League Plus. Hood visiting into Gale again. Lino, oh, they made a mess of it.
Yeah, real mess.
That was not in the play manual, and Sheffield have a real reprieve there.
It's a penalty now as well. It's a real shot in the arm for Sheffield, because Wakefield have put them under immense pressure in this opening 5 minutes of the game, George, and they've held firm. None have got a penalty to get out of trouble. I just think they're just on the wrong page, aren't they? They're in the same hole. Lino and Griffin, they can't get the pass to be accurate. He catches Griffin's left arm, and it's a knock on, rightly adjudicated by the referee.
Well, Mason Lino just didn't expect Josh Griffin to be there. And this is the end result. Sheffield, from defending their own line, have a full set in Wakefield territory. What can they do with this? Tyler Dickinson. Oh, nice. Thackeray with a short ball. Lovely soft hands. He likes to play Eddie Batty, doesn't he? The big prop. Thackeray goes to ground, takes him out of the play, but look where Sheffield are all of a sudden. 20 away from the Trinity line. It's Batty again calling the shot. This is more like it. Hansen joins in. Last tackle, left side, 10 away. What have the Eagles got? They're going to run it. The grubber kick through. Bit of a panic end of the set, but I'll tell you what, won't mind turning it over there.
Yeah, absolutely. Decent from Glover, gets his left bump on the ball. Means that Jowett can only go to ground, and now that's 2 inside the 10 with McGilvray taking the second play. Jowett on play 3.
And the applause on the 7th minute, as we have seen in each of the 3 finals so far today, for one of the greats of rugby league.
It wasn't too easy to play against George, I can assure you that. At 6'5", Rob at 5'3", and runs around like grease lightning. It wasn't particularly nice afternoons for me trying to catch him.
The applause rings around for the entire 7th minute. Fabulous player, incredible human being, and a wonderful friend to so many.
I tell you, George, he made me laugh at the end of his programme, and I threw the tears in my eyes when he says Rob Burrow over and out. That was just his way of letting you know just who he is and what he was about again at the end of the programme.
Yeah, even in a situation that he couldn't control, that was his measure of, I'm in control of it.
Exactly that. It did make me laugh through tears.
We will miss you, mate, more than you could ever believe. Here comes Sheffield.
Started the game really well, the Eagles, haven't they? They've really started well here.
That's come off the outside the boot. Where's that going straight to touch? Walmsley's let it bounce. He took a risk there. Got away with it. Jowett brings it back. Look, you're right. Sheffield have just nudged themselves into this contest.
We saw one of them in the Cup final as well, in the Challenge Cup final between Wigan and Warrington, where I think it was Matt Duffy who lets the ball bounce. It bounces up into his face and then ends up a player offside, giving Wigan field position, so could go anywhere. Do not let the rugby league ball bounce.
Liam Hood, McGilvray comes in field for the first time and says, give it me. This is mine.
Move on the march, in. Hold me, hold. Go for nice.
And Wakefield, a lull goes around as a Tony takes it on, charging through the line. That opened up.
5. Move back.
A gasp of anticipation from the Trinity fans behind the post. This is the last. He's with Gale outside of the boot, and Dink and Chase. Oh, he's done well again as Jack Hansen.
I think the measure of the way Wakefield have started here is how quiet it is to our right-hand side. When there's 7,000 fans of Wakefield, it doesn't feel like they're behind their team because Sheffield have quietened them a little bit.
It's a much smaller pocket of Eagles fans over to our left.
3.
Still enjoy the day, I can assure you of that.
They're having a great day. There's not really such thing as a bad day if you're a rugby league fan on finals day. Of course, if your team has been heavily beaten, you may disagree. But this is tight, as we anticipated, and this is the Eagles throwing the ball about, taking on Jermaine McGilvray down this near side. Last tackle, they're on the 30 here, so it's going to have to be a beast of a kick off the outside of the boot. Jowett's ready well, gets in position early and gives it to Lachlan Walmsley, a winner with Halifax here 12 months ago. He was a try machine last year.
2. Move, middle, get back. Hold, Tyler, hold.
And this contest just settling down, both sides trading their early blows and having a look at each other as Griffin takes it on, running at Farrell.
Nice shot, Corey, too deep, Corey! It's okay now, it's okay now. 4. Move!
Wakefield
Stay square.
within 30 right side with McGilvray. Lino at first receiver. Pitts takes it on, and then Luke Gale popping up where he always does. Jowett sees a gap, threads one through. It's gone beautifully. Can he get there? Not quite. Almost for Oliver Pratt.
He got his toe on the end of the ball, didn't he? It was nice from Max Jowett, because what he saw the edge that was up and in front. Sheffield Eagles right edge. You just see them get in front. Thackeray in front. Ben Jones Bishop in front. the ding, he gets his foot to it, Pratt, but it just scoots dead, doesn't it, for a 7-tackle restart.
12 minutes in, nothing on the board.
And if you offered this to Mark Aston at the beginning of play, he would have taken it, no question.
Thank you.
Absolutely he would. Hansen with a no-look to Wellen, who shrugs away, and Ben Jones-Bishop. He's had some career. Well, they're keeping the ball alive. There was a knock-on in there, though.
Gwazi on to Dickinson, wasn't it? And two front rowers playing right into the teeth of the line. Don't think that's the play for me.
Let's have another look. It's career appearance number 100 for Titus Gwazi today.
It's really, really difficult to pass. J-Pit's in his face, and then I think it's Griffin who's gonna smash Tyler Dickinson anyway.
I think he was aware of that before the ball reached him.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe had a little look.
Don't go early.
As you would, by the way.
Nothing early, Jim.
What are you thinking if you're Darryl Powell right now?
Stick at it. Just keep grinding away and grinding away. Nobody's going to roll over for you. You've not got no God-given right to score points, so just stick at it. I don't think they've made too many errors. It's great carry from McGilvery.
It's with Hood. And Jay Pitts drags his side up to the 30 in front of the post. Change of direction to Lino again, and then he decides about a run with Griffin on his right shoulder. Didn't quite reach Ian Thornley. Lino once more. Pitts. Now Gale, flat ball. Has he kept hold of that?
There's the first error.
Referee has seen a knock on, and Sheffield Eagles high five, defending their line once more.
Yeah, Matty Ashton, wasn't it? Again, just a pressure pass right into the defensive line, and this time it's Matty Ashton who can't handle it, as didn't that Tyler Dickinson. There we just see it. I think the ball's been read, hasn't it? Really good read from Connor Bauer.
It was fizzed at the Captain Ashurst, couldn't quite take it. And another lull in the early evening West London sunshine. On a day that has yielded victories for St Helens women yet again. They might as well move into Wembley.
Yeah, convincing that one as well, wasn't it? 22-0, really disappointing for Leeds Rhinos. Not just the 22 conceded, but to not get over the try line themselves.
A convincing two for Wigan over Warrington. Okay, the Wolves struck a try back to make it a bit more respectable, but really Wigan were never out of control of that game.
I think far too good first half. I think that'll be the disappointing thing for Sam Burgess and his team, because they failed to turn up in a half of rugby league for the first time in their season. He's already out of play, Jowett.
Yeah, did his best.
To keep it in, didn't he?
Max Jowett to keep that ball in the field of play from Corey Aston's kick, but this is decent for the Eagles. 30 out, left side, full set of 6. What can Mark Aston's men do? Eddie Batty just runs right down the middle. Alafihi takes it on. Short ball to Farrell's lost it backwards. That should be play on, and it is taken on by Glover. They're right under the post here, the Eagles. Batty again, calling the shot. Tommy through. He's going to get there and will score. The captain, Anthony Thackeray, gives Sheffield Eagles the lead in the 1895 Cup final. They've soaked up the pressure and struck first through their captain.
That's some try as well, isn't it? You mentioned him, George. It's Eddie Batty who goes to the line and then pulls it back to Anthony Thackeray. What a career this man has had. He says it's his last season, but I think he says that every season. He's like the Benjamin Button of the championship, isn't he? Great pass from Thackeray, and it's Matty Ashurst who he gets on the outside of. Then he steps inside Max Jowett and plants the ball down. What a start for the Eagles. Do you dare to dream, George?
Well, they've soaked up all that pressure at the early end, and that's the cutting edge that this Eagles side has. First real look at the line, and they strike for what should be a 6-pointer.
usual was.
It's a wonderful try, wasn't it? The pass from Batty right in front. The line from Thackeray takes him on the outside of Matty Ashes. Luke Gale gets up and in front, and that's a great try. Great try for Anthony Thackeray.
Corey Aston in front of the sticks to make a 4 or 6.
Yes.
And no mistake, the flags are up, and so are the Eagles fans to our left-hand side. What a start for Mark Aston's men. The Eagles lead the favourites here by 6 points to 0.
Yeah, wonderful start. As I said to you, 12 minutes or so, George. You offered that to Mark Aston to snap your hand off, and you mentioned how quietly confident there was down there in the tunnel. So there's a real calm about them, and they're 6-0 up now. Wakefield have got it all to do.
You never want to underperform in finals, but I did get the sense that the players had discussed it being almost like a free hit. Wakefield so dominant this year. We know this Eagles side can play. And they've been calm under pressure, defended well, waited for their moment. And Thackeray danced through the line for a 6-0 lead as we approach the midway point of this first half. Guaze running at Hood. You can see Sheffield Eagles really wanting to speed it up. Aston kicks nicely behind, fullback and winger.
That's a wonderful kick from
really
Corey.
Nicely measured.
Really, really good kick. Look at the chase as well. The Eagles are here. They're here to play.
They're playing with energy. But there is strike all over this Wakefield Trinity side. There'll be no panic at all from Darryl Powell's men. Here's one of them. Lachlan Walmsley, who enjoyed his visit here 12 months ago with Halifax in that thrilling 12-10 win over Batley. We've produced one of the great, perhaps the greatest ever Wembley tries in defeat on the hooter for Elliot Keir of the Bulldogs. Wakefield looking for an immediate response. Last tackle. Hood shifting to his left where he finds Luke Gale, goes high once again under pressure. Ben Jones Bishop.
Great catch from Ben Jones Bishop.
He's been taking those all his career. And the Eagles start again with Wellham.
Yeah, the pressure's on the Eagles here now, isn't it? Can they match, not only match and better Wakefield in the first 20, which they've done, can they then continue that between minutes 20, 25, 30 and up to half-time?
20 gone in the 2024 AB Sundex 1895 Cup Final, and it's Sheffield Eagles leading Wakefield by 6 points to 0. Live and exclusive on Super League Plus. This is the last. It's been a good defensive set this for Wakefield, so Sheffield forced to go long. It's a kind bounce for the white shirts, and Jermaine McGilvery has a look. Still a dangerous player at this level, the former England man. With a World Cup final under his belt, of course. Here come Wakefield. Farrell gets flattened there. That's got the crowd back involved. Powerful run.
Got some numbers right.
From Rennifer Tony. Lino. Oh dear. Another uncharacteristic, unforced error.
You can just see the Sheffield players begin to double over. Eddie Batty one, Tyler Dickinson another. No, this is where it's really important that they remain concentrated.
Lads, you're on the clock here.
It's a great carry, isn't it, Renan for Tony? Just runs over the top of him.
A head of steam.
He's not a poor player, is he? He's not a poor defender. Farrell, that is for sure.
Liam, back row. Not early, boys. Head in.
All came to nothing, though. Eagles with the ball back, and those thousands of Wakefield fans sitting behind the post to our right in bright sunshine. A little bit nervy at the moment with their team trailing by that early Thackeray score.
It's a penalty for a high shot, isn't it?
It is.
He's got him on his way down there. Just a straight arm. Jay Pitts it was.
We said no reason, Paul, to panic, but it's got a bit clunky, hasn't it, from Wakefield last few minutes?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's have a look at it on replay here. There it is. There you see, he's just got him. Luke Gale who gets him, not Jay Pitts.
Let's go.
Typical half. He's done the deed and got away from there quickly, hasn't he?
Here's Gwazi. What can the Sheffield Eagles produce this time? Last trip up the pitch yielded 6 points. Alafihi brings in the try scorer, Thackeray. Hansen.
Still got it.
Dangerous runner. As is this man, Wellham.
Yeah, he got Luke Gale there, didn't he? Good one.
Didn't miss with the left arm handoff. It's back with Thackeray. Brings in Gwazi again. Almost through.
Little Pratt got. My apologies to Luke Gale.
Shifted left with Aston and Hansen. No real room for Matt Dawson-Jones. First time I've said his name on this left wing. But what a position this is, within 10, couple to spare. Aston, Thackeray once again running the line. Hansen is thrown an intercept, and Walmsley won't be caught. He gobbles these up. And it's a link for the field, Wembley try for Lachlan Walmsley. Wakefield are up and running.
There's nobody near him, that is for sure. There's no Wakefield players are ever going to score if he gets tackled. It's just a gamble that he doesn't have to take, isn't it, Jack Hansen? You've just seen him throw one on this left edge to Matty Dawson-Jones. This time he throws it on the right edge and gets picked off by this man, Lachlan Walmsley. And he doesn't miss, does he? He's prolific in the Championship in 2024, as he was in 2023 for Halifax. It's a great pick and a great finish. Too quick.
Well, how big a moment, even at this early stage, could that prove? The Eagles attacking, and Walmsley just picks the pocket.
He just doesn't need to throw it, does he, Jack Hansen? But he's tempted. He's just tempted by that bit of space on that right edge for his winger, Ben Jones-Bishop. Lachlan Walmsley puts himself in a wonderful position to be able to make a tackle and try and intercept the ball, and this time he intercepts. He goes 90 metres to finish. Score should be 6-6. It's not too difficult to kick for Max Jowett, and he's in really good form off the tee.
A fifth try of this season's 1895 Cup for Lachlan Walmsley. Takes him level with Will Dagger as the competition's leading scorer.
Wouldn't back against him going in front of Will Dagger.
I was just thinking he might not be done yet. This to tie the game. Great response from Trinity, and the fans find their voice once more. And we're all square. It's a perfectly poised cup final as Wakefield responds. 6 apiece.
I don't think it'll dishearten Sheffield too much there either, George. I mean, they've certainly troubled Wakefield Trinity when they've had ball in hand. Just Jack Hansen would love his time over again to not throw that pass. Now they've kicked out on the full.
Well, I was just wondering how Sheffield Eagles may respond to that. There's your answer.
You know, they need to respond by defending this set, because it's really important that they don't give one away and then give another one on a back-to-back, because they're in this game and they've thrown an intercept to level the scores for their opposition. What they can ill afford to do is make sure that error doesn't cost them the ultimate price of a try again. A
couple of minutes ago, Sheffield Eagles were attacking the Wakefield line. looking to go 10 or 12 clear. Now they're defending their line, looking not to fall behind. These are the fine margins of these big occasions in rugby league. And here come Trinity with another powerful carry. He'll have filled that one.
Off the bench, isn't he? It's KWLE.
Pitts.
Guy Rodwell as well.
Brings in Rodwell. Hood wants a quick play here. Fizzes one to Gale. Luke Gale loves Wembley. And there's another memorable Luke Gale moment. Trinity lead through Luke Gale.
It's just too easy, that, wasn't it? A couple of carries from KWLE and then Guy Rodwell dent the Sheffield defence, and then it's just a straight pass from Liam Hood. I think it's Chris Wellham who's looking up, and he's got his eyes on the outside players who are Matty Ashurst and Max Jowett, and Luke Gale just takes an open invitation. He goes through the front door, left ajar by the Sheffield Eagles' right edge defence, and as you said, he loves it here at Wembley. The last time he was here, he kicks the winning drop goal in a Challenge Cup final. Yeah, just got the numbers wrong, haven't they? There's one player left on the ground. I think it's the fullback again. Jack Hansel gets the numbers horrendously wrong, and it's far too easy to go through untouched on try line for me. That should never happen.
Well, Luke Gale does finally have his moment at Wembley with some fans to celebrate with.
Go behind Eddie, please. Behind the line.
He had the memorable match-winning drop goal for the Leeds Rhinos in front of an empty stadium 4 years ago. He will have enjoyed that.
He certainly will, and I think now it's Mark Aston's evened up the numbers in terms of energy, and he's brought off the bench Mitch Clark, hasn't he? And I think Kyle Wood's come on at hooker as well, so he's going to try and match the power that KWLE and Kai Rodwell have got in the middle with their substitutions. But in the blink of an eye, George, we've gone from 6-0 up to 12-6 down.
No mistake from Max Jowett. No one's kicked more goals in this competition this year than the Trinity fullback. And just like that, Wakefield at Trinity turn a 6-0 deficit into a 12-6 lead and take a grip on this 1895 Cup final. This time Sheffield do keep the ball in play, and Mason Lino traps it football style. Oh, and the ball's come out there.
That's a penalty for me.
Has the referee even seen it?
Pull forward by you. We stripped out one-on-one by Sheffield. Wakefield scrum.
He has, and he's given a knock on.
I think he's given it strips and it's gone forward from Sheffield. I think it's a penalty. I think there's 2v1 in the tackle.
Let's have another look at this.
You can see Eddie Batty's got hold as well. That's a penalty, dead set.
Absolutely, mate.
You're right, it's going to be Wakefield ball.
By default, we've got there.
By default, we've got the right outcome there. Joel Farrell saying, what referee?
I just couldn't see the ball.
I think you may know.
Can't kid a kidder.
Back in, please, Joe. Just go ahead, head in. Shot clock off, get in, mate. Out, Mason, don't dummy it, straight in.
So a big response from Darryl Powell's men. Back-to-back tries, and Trinity in possession once more with Ian Thornley.
Hold.
Challenge Cup final winner, wasn't he, a couple of years ago? Ian Thornley.
Move, pull back. Come on, Mitch, hold. Go, 3 lines, good.
Hood. This is a dominant spell for the favourites.
It just swung, didn't it, and changed momentum, swung off the Jack Hansen pass, intercepted by Lachlan Walmsley.
We did say, didn't we, very early to call it, but that felt like a big moment. This is the last. Hood to Gale.
Josh Griffin. Josh?
Takes stock and then puts one in the air. Hansen is crowded out. Might get even worse for Sheffield here.
8.5 left on the clock to half-time here, George, and these are real tough moments for the Eagles now.
The Eagles treading water in their deep end here.
Release!
Really being put under the pump by the energy of Darryl Powell's men. Thackeray's try gave Sheffield Eagles the dream start, but Wakefield have hit back in kind. And how? And here they come again, keeping the ball alive. Behind Thackeray, was that a knock-on?
Play on.
Could be more pain for Sheffield Eagles here.
And it's Ollie Pratt who's picks up the scraps, isn't it? And wasn't a bad play from Thackeray at all, but the offload goes to ground and Oliver Pratt reacts first. Now these are tough moments, because they go behind 18-6, it's going to be a long way back for them.
Liam Hudd in front of the post, brings in Caleb Uwaley, who's millimetres short. Will Hudd fancy himself here? No, flat ball, no way through.
Great tackle.
For Matty Ashurst on his 350th career appearance today. Ashurst, Gale, change of direction to his half-back partner, and Lino just runs at Gwazi and Batty and gives himself up right under the sticks here. Hood tries to steal one, still going, flat ball, Gale, offload, still alive here. Bit of momentum lost. Glover and Farrell. As Lino darts to the line again. Where's that gone? It's picked up by Wakefield.
That's going to be a 10-over. Well defended.
That is the end of the set. So the Eagles have survived there.
Really well defended, wasn't it, from Sheffield Eagles there. Backs against the ropes. It's got to come out of trouble here, though.
7 to go until the break. In a gripping 1895 Cup final. Reminder, you at home will decide the man of the match today. That's a loose one, and it's picked up by foul. The Ray French Award for man of the match. That will be decided by a vote on the Our League app, just to keep you on your toes. Towards the end of the game. Plenty of time for a hero. Plenty of time for a match winner. Gwazi. Goes to ground on the last in the painted sponsors logo. High hanging kick. Good chase. Great claim. Under intense pressure. Eddie Batty gets a breather. Lino with a one-handed pickup. Thornley brings it in. Wormsley, try scorer with a trademark length of the fielder. Scored a very similar score in the semi-finals last year for Halifax. Away at London for a famous win there. Gale along the ground and a chase. Good pick up by Hansen, and he wants to run this.
That's a high shot for me.
Not sure Dawson Jones wanted to run it, but it is, you're right, high shot. Pressure relieving penalty on the way. Into the last 5 of a breathless first half, and I think everyone's going to get a breather here.
I think everybody needs one. It's a decent pass, isn't it? Linking up play. Thornley, isn't it? Ian Thornley, who just gets Dawson Jones around the head, and rightly the referee gives a penalty, and a relieving one at that for the Eagles.
Bit of a lazy one that for Ian Thornley. That was a 75th minute tackle rather than a 35th minute one, I would say. Sheffield have steadied the ship here after that Wakefield purple patch that punched 2 big holes in their defence and yielded 12 points. As Aston finds touch. And the Eagles fans find their voice over to our left. Travelling perhaps more in hope than anticipation, but their team started brilliantly, and here's one man who can make things happen. Hansen. Lively runner. Thackeray. No way through at all for Clark there. Was that lost forward? It's tapped backwards. I think that'll be play on. It's way for a ball anyway.
Yeah, Wakefield are faced to scraps again, aren't they? The ball's on the ground and Luke Gill's facing the ball.
Sheffield appealing to the referee for a penalty there. So Wakefield bring it up towards halfway. Closing minutes of the first 40. Wakefield looking to add to their 6-point lead. Griffin, Lino, running at Titus Guaze. Delayed ball from Gale. Last tackle, 30 or so out here. Where's Gale going to go? Looks up into the air and says to Walmsley, have a go at that one. Little stumble, can't quite get there, and Hansen cleans up. Wellham. Oh, they've come to play all right.
Nice play,
shocking the ball around at every opportunity here, Sheffield.
From their own posts.
Aston. Still they come left with Joel Farrell. Just about keep hold of it. Aston. There's Ben Jones-Bishop in off his wing. And then Kyle Wood. Just turn the fullback round, gets a favourable bounce, Jowett. That allows him a bit of a head start on the chasing pack. And Trinity will start round about their own 40.
It's just calmed, hasn't it? The calm after the storm now. Wakefield invited back in by that pass from Jack Hansen, and then Luke Gill puts him in front.
McGilvery takes a big one off Mitch Clark. Rodwell driving down the middle. Doyle is the dummy half. Brings in Pitts. Now then a half break from Caleb Uele. Good speedy play, allows Doyle to go. Lino threads one through, can Griffin get there? Hansen does well under pressure and stays in the field of play.
Yeah, this is a tough carry off the back fence, isn't it? Dawson Jones is going to have to carry himself out of yardage. Now he's in trouble, aren't they? Now we're in trouble trying to get out of there.
The Eagles hanging on in the closing moments of the first half.
Going at 12-6, I think it'll be great for them, because the amount of possession and field position that Wakefield have had since it went from 6-0 down been insurmountable. They've held really resolutely.
Guaze. This is a better set from the Eagles. Still the last. It's going to have to be a reasonable kick from 40. And he's straight down the throat of the danger man. And Walmsley sets his sights once more. Stopped in his tracks this time by Wellham and Boa. As the Trinity fans come to life again. McGilvery, a legend at Huddersfield. Will today he be a Wembley winner with Wakefield? Another strong carry. He's had a real impact as Kai Rodwell off the bench. It's opening up here. Lino just kept hold as he dummied through. Last tackle. Pitts. It's with Gale. He's going to kick for the corner. McGilvery's under it. McGilvery takes and offloads forward.
It's a knock on. Great play from Matty Dawson-Jones. He goes up with him. When McGilvery comes down with the ball, Dawson-Jones gets a piece of him. It's a great kick by Luke Gale. Very well defended by Sheffield Eagles on this left edge of theirs. Let's have a look here. Matty Dawson-Jones goes up. He doesn't make the catch, but he gets a piece of McGilvery just on the way down, which puts him off just enough. Oh, now there's a knock on to play the ball.
An unforced error on what would have been the last set of the half. Now that set's going to be Wakefield, and it's going to be on the Eagles' line. This could be another big moment in this cup final. All the Eagles had to do was get the ball up the jumper and get in for half-time at 12-6 down.
Could be such a costly error, couldn't it, now with this play just inside the 10-metre area of Sheffield, so they're going to have almost a full set of 6 here.
Gale feeds, Doyle promotes, Lino takes on and calls the shots. Dancing towards the line is Ian Thornley. That is the hooter. Dummying through on his own. Has he got there, Doyle? I think he scored right on half-time. Doyle off the bench to give Wakefield daylight.
Yeah, he's picked the pocket of the Eagles, really. There'll be some question marks over whether the hooter went just as he played the ball or not, but Thomas Doyle wasn't waiting around to find that out, was he? He was going burrowing towards the Sheffield Eagles try line under the post, and that error is so costly from Corey Aston now, isn't it? It's gone from 12-6 to 18-6, and in the blink of an eye Wakefield have turned this around and put some icing on the cake at the end of this first half. Just can't get set. I think Mitch Clark gets a dummy, takes a Squaze, same. It's too easy, isn't it, just to burrow your way over from there. Jowett will make it 18-6.
Well, you sensed it, didn't you? It was an up the jumper final set of 6, and suddenly the Sheffield Eagles find themselves 18-6 behind against the overwhelming favourites. That's a massive moment.
It is
in this cup final.
It really is, isn't it? Because if Corey Aston doesn't knock the ball on there, and Sheffield go down the other end and kick the ball at 12-6, it's a really different team talk from Mark Aston to the one that's at 18 points to 6 with that Thomas Doyle try at the end of the first half. So I think they've certainly been in this game. Sheffield have gifted one with the intercept from Jack Hansen, but that's a real soft one at the end of the half, which will change Mark Aston's thinking.
Absolute credit to Darryl Powell and Wakefield Trinity, with Walmsley, Gale and Doyle the try scorers. But I just sense, Paul Cook, that Sheffield Eagles will be absolutely kicking themselves over just a couple of key moments.
Yeah, the momentum swings in games, and when you've got it, it's really difficult to wrestle it back. And you know, when they had
Sheffield Eagles are back out with a bit of ground to make up. Wembley has been a happy hunting ground for this Sheffield side, inaugural winners of the 1895 Cup in 2019, of course memorable Challenge Cup winners from 1998, but up against it, against the favourites Wakefield Trinity here on Wakefield's first Wembley appearance in 45 years. What, Paul Cook, has to happen for this to swing back in Sheffield's favour?
Sheffield must score next, George, for me. If Wakefield score next, then it's too big a mountain to climb, and it could well run out and run away from them here. But if they get to score next and then we get back to 18-12, then it's game on, no question about that. So the start of this second half is vital for Sheffield Eagles, and they can ill afford to concede any points.
Well, Wakefield with their fans behind them, second half with a mid-range restart taken by Aston. Now, can Sheffield Eagles get straight on the front foot here? They started like a train first half with that Thackeray try, but a patient Trinity response has seen them take control of this cup final as Gwazi takes it up, running straight at Griffin. Aston once more. Hansen, no doubt, looking to atone for his error.
Yeah, he didn't want to throw it to the winger then, did he?
He wasn't going to do that twice.
McGilvray was in front of that one as well.
Confident start to the second half, though, from Mark Aston's side. Last tackle. So it's going to be a kick on halfway.
Murphy right.
From Aston off the right boot. Jowett's got a good look at this. Takes it so comfortably under pressure from Thackeray and Farrell.
Yeah, another good start though, isn't it, to the second half? Similarly, the way they started the first half, Sheffield, a really confident set with ball in hand. Really smart kick from Thackeray at the end, Aston at the end of the set. Traps Wakefield inside their own 20, so certainly started as a means to go on.
Find me. Hold. Go through that, good. Backwards.
Price Jermaine McGilvery try. I wonder what a career he's had. Incredible to think that he's not played at Wembley before today. Huddersfield have been around the houses in their cup finals over the years, haven't they?
Yeah, they certainly have.
Twickenham, Tottenham.
Middle.
Good take from Hansen. Here's Ben Jones-Bishop. Oh, he's lost it backwards, has he? Going to be Wakefield ball anyway. And every unforced error like that so far from Sheffield Eagles has been punished with points. Here come Wakefield. Attacking the corner and scoring again. Oliver Pratt with a massive moment.
What do you mean?
As Trinity take firm control. Sheffield self-destructing in this final.
Yeah, that's four tries they've given away and 4 errors, isn't it? You know, when you consider the first error as an intercept, the second one a kick out on the ball, the third one a knock on and play the ball. That time Ben Jones-Bishop just tries to find an offload in an impossible situation, really, with 2 Wakefield players on him and a third that's covering the offload anyway. That gets knocked backwards, and then Max Jowett take a bounce on. He sees the space and it can't be closed up in the short time that he gets hold of the ball there. We just see Max Jowett going across the field, draws in Chris Wellham, and just enough room for Oliver Pratt to get on the outside of Chris Wellham. But it's the error again from the Sheffield Eagles on play 0 when Ben Jones-Bishop should take the tackle. He finds an offload, and it's again very, very costly.
Well, they've been the architects of their own downfall, I'm afraid, Sheffield fans. The Eagles today. This Wakefield Trinity side is far too good to keep offering up ball like that.
Yeah, it's impossible to win a game if you turn over so much ball. And Corey Aston at the end of the first half knocks on play 1, and this time Ben Jones-Bishop throws an offload on play 1, and Wakefield just too good, too much quality to keep gifting possession to Max Jowett to make it 24-6.
Jowett tag on the 2, he's swiped across it, not this time. 3 from 4, but a big lead. 22-6, a big lead. Is it too big, Paul Cook?
Yeah, well, the hill that they had to climb at half-time just turned into a mountain, hasn't it? So if we thought that they had to not concede first to make a game of it second half, they now have to score next for certain to make this anything other than a Wakefield runaway.
Oh, there's an error.
Knock on.
It's a knock on. He went to trap it football style. It flicks up off the hand, and this is a chance for the Eagles to hit right back. It's a little bit casual, that, wasn't it?
He's getting his face up, mate. He's got blood over his face.
The kind of play, dare I suggest, that you only really go for when you've got a healthy lead.
He might well have been in the England squad last night at the game, mightn't he?
Could have done with it.
Touch like that.
You don't have to fight yet, lads.
In all seriousness, I mean, it might be different down on pitch level, but
let's go, lads, then. Let's go.
This pitch is looking good considering what it's had to do.
Oh, absolutely.
3 games today, 1 last night.
This time, Corey.
4 today when you come
4 today was the school game, yeah.
Hold the line, please.
Our friend Kevin Brown's son scored a great try in that school's game this morning.
Yeah, seen that.
Heads in, lads.
Better than his dad.
No comment.
Out!
Can the Eagles hit back? Full set from here. Wellham takes it on. Just gets a tap. Kyle Wood. Guaze, has he taken it cleanly? Looked like he might knock that on. He's done really well to keep hold of that. Wood again, he's got Murphy first receiver right side, switches the play left. Hansen, Farrell's in his way. It's taken on Glover, and he's in touch. How about that from Wakefield? How much hunger is there?
Yeah, you can see the way they're celebrating as well there. Everybody getting together, and it's a big play, isn't it, from the Wakefield right edge defence. I think you see him Thornley, and then it's McGilvray who gets underneath. You know, add that little bit of weight at the end to Max Jowett, and there's only one place James Glover's going, and that's into Rose Head.
Just let's below, mate. It's a play, mate, it's a play. Tight marking in, let's play the ball.
The Trinity players are enjoying this cup final. Everything at the moment is going their way.
Yeah, they're very hungry. They're hungry for when they haven't got the ball, and they're certainly hungry when they're in possession to score more points here.
Move back, Kyle, come on.
22-6 is a huge lead in the cup final. Sheffield have to find a way to stem this flow of Trinity pressure.
Penalty, Mitch Clark.
Yeah, penalty in the play the ball here.
That's
I think
not the way to do it.
Jay Pitts who finds a pass, and then it's hit off the ball, and as soon as the player's hit and he goes to ground, we're not in possession. It's a straight penalty, no question. The referee's got that one right, and it's an easy out for the Wakefield Trinity team. Just see Jay Pitts here, goes to the line, gets it off the ball, doesn't he?
Kicking.
Takes a squares here, leaves his mark.
Line.
Gale
On the way.
finds a decent touch.
Look at that, lads. Let's go. Tie us back.
Here come Wakefield once more.
It's going nice. Good listen, Paul.
Thornley, Lino,
Just watching this.
and Tony up the middle.
One. Move, Mitch, back. Hold. Go and keep your head, pal. Come on, think about it.
All the threat at the moment coming from the team in white.
Two.
Philip Away.
Move, Mitch, back.
Man Mountain.
Go to a player. You've called that. He called himself.
There goes Doyle. Gale. Two try scorers combining.
Go.
Good impact, Doyle.
Okay.
Brings in Jay Pitts. And Tony takes it on.
Find the floor.
They strike everywhere you look in white jerseys. And they're right in front of the post here. Shifting it right. Griffin bounces and scores. And that should already do it. Big moment for a big player. Griffin at Wembley. And Wakefield are absolutely charging.
Yes, it's the error, isn't it? James Glover gets thrown into touch, and then tries to squares it, decides to hit somebody off the ball, and then you're inviting Wakefield in. A Wakefield team who are big and strong and quick with lots of quality, you're inviting them in, and then Thomas Doyle picks the right pass. It's a little into outline from big Griffin, isn't it? Big Josh Griffin, who gets rid of Corey Aston. It's just a big man on a smaller man. A good big and beats a good little, and is what one of my old coaches used to say to me, George, and on that occasion he's certainly right.
Only ever one winner of that contest. And Griffin enjoys a memorable moment in his career. A Wembley try. And the Trinity fans in full voice over to our right.
Another Wembley winner, isn't he, as well, with Hull FC?
Yeah. Jowett bids to tag on two more. Still half an hour to play here.
Yeah, it's a question of how many now, isn't it? And whether Sheffield can stem the flow. The favourites have taken control, and you don't expect anything else other than to put the foot on the gas.
Jowett.
Yes.
To add two more, no mistake. One-way traffic at Wembley. Wakefield forge a huge lead at 28 points to 6.
Go on, mate, you're right.
Well, There's another loose one.
Mason Lino's having a torrid time with Corey Aston's kickoffs, isn't he? A torrid time.
Sheffield Eagles can't say they're not being given chances here.
Yeah, what they've got to do is not go into touch on play 1, 2 or 3 or make a silly error. They've got to try and spend as much time as they can, camp down this end of the field and not give Wakefield easy outs.
5 seconds.
Here comes the dropout. There were certainly chinks in this Wakefield armour. But they've been so devastating at the other end. Every Eagles error has been punished with points. Farrell.
On J Pitts. Watch this run. Watch this run.
Bounces off Tony and Lino. Wood wants a quicker play than that. Brings in Thackeray and then bouncing off the tackles is Mitch Clark. He's had a decent impact as Clark. Wood wants to get on with it again. Keeping it right side with Thackeray. Hampson joining in. And then Wellham taking it on. He's going to be in touch too.
Yeah, just too good on the left edge defensively this time, George. The Kings to the right edge earlier on, wasn't it? And look at the Wakefield players all getting over to congratulate them defenders that have forced Wellham into touch. Play 4 this time, at least not play 1 or 2. However, not enough questions asked by the Eagles, for sure.
Wakefield sliding defence, just doing its job once more. And the Eagles have no answer.
No, you, not him. All right, mate. Good to go.
McGilvery.
Help! Release the ball!
Wakefield have waited a long time for their day at Wembley. 45 years of it since their last trip here. This one looks like being far more memorable for them as Thornley
3. Move on again, Mitch. Yo, nice, Mitch. 3.
rolls up his sleeves down the middle. Change of direction brings in Tony's a fabulous game.
Still 3.
Offloading, still they come.
It's okay. 4. Move, find the floor.
You fear for the Eagles right now.
That's you, Tommy. Go 4.
In this mood.
Play on.
Trinity sends blood.
Move, Mitch.
Shears loitering. Gale barking instructions and Doyle taking it on. Here is Gale. Back inside. What a step! What a try! Pratt as his second. And Trinity are terrific today.
Yeah, that's just far too easy, isn't it, George? I mean, they've got numbers on this right-hand side defensively here, Sheffield, and it's just a straight line, isn't it, from Oliver Pratt, who goes on the inside shoulder of a defender, finds the left foot step, and then he scores. It's just a bit too easy that he goes through without a glove being laid on him. Let's have a look here. Titus Quasi again slips a little bit, doesn't he? I'll give the big fella a little bit of credit there. He slipped in front of Oliver Pratt, and that allowed his path to the try line clear. Yeah, just loses his footing off his right foot.
Who's going off? Mitch Clark.
Well, it is now just a case of how many. This is Wakefield's day and some. It's a painful return to Wembley for Sheffield Eagles. This has gone with the form book. And boy, are the Trinity fans enjoying it.
Yeah, why wouldn't they? It's been a long time between drinks, hasn't it, here at the famous old stadium. They're enjoying it over there. Those that can still are in the shade anyway, that are not on a thing to shield their eyes. There's a little bit of sun over there at the far side of the ground.
Jowett for 2 more. No mistake. and all of a sudden this is getting ugly.
Yeah, we said a question of how many and can Sheffield stem the tide, but it looks like they can, doesn't it? Just as soon as that Wakefield juggernaut rolls into the 30-40 metre area of the Eagles, it seems like the likely outcome is going to be more points.
Well, the one meeting between these two sides so far this year in the Betfred Championship at Sheffield finished 36-10.
You're locking him in.
I think the Eagles will probably take that right now.
It's his job, mate.
Because there's no legs up from Dal Powell's men.
Hold, go two.
It's all really quick now, isn't it? Doyle's out of dummy half. It's all very, very quick, and Sheffield have got no grip on this game whatsoever.
Move, don't just Kyle.
Well, my teammates, of course, Powell and Aston, from days gone by. Very good friends still.
Four, move. Jesse, now, Josh. Hold. Hold, four.
And the champagne will be Powell's tonight. And he must be so proud of this Trinity side he's built.
Hold me, hold,
Last tackle.
Hold. No, 5. Doyle.
Long from Lino.
Tommy!
Tester for Hansen. Takes it clean.
1.
But runs right into Griffin and Tony.
Go on. Help! Off his leg! Hold. Go 2.
Farrell.
Move! Hold. No, 3. See who's doing down there. Joel, genuine attempt. Surrender. Stand
Dickinson
now.
back on for Mitch Clark, who had an excellent stint.
Okay, still
Promoted.
4.
It should be play on. Hansen's picked it up.
I'm okay with that. Passed it, mate. He's dived after it.
And then Jared over with a big hit, finished off by McGilvery.
Move him in.
Back.
Stay square, stay
Hold.
square.
Go 5.
This is the last for the Eagles.
They're good to the right, Matty gets in here.
Just
Yeah.
drills it into the sky.
Oh.
Surrender.
Jowett takes it well. I think Lino's got a
Stand up,
nosebleed
back.
there.
Hold. Go on, downtown.
Gale slots in and Walmsley popping up in the middle and then through. Walmsley.
It's obstruction.
It's obstruction. He will be denied. His eyes lit up. Have we ever seen two length of the field tries?
Yeah, we would have been away, wouldn't he? He'd have had fullback to beat, but the referee's got his spot on again. I don't think he's missed a great deal this afternoon at all.
We do, mate.
Just have a little look here. I think once he gets the ball, he dummies to his left-hand side and then goes back to his right. And there's just a couple of attackers loitering with intent there. We see it. If he's not there, he goes through anyway. So I don't think there was any reason for the player Thomas Doyle to be there.
Hold. Wait for it. Go 1.
It's a rare opportunity
That's okay.
for the Eagles with Thackeray, try scorer.
Move back.
Jesse Senna-Lafayette is out there.
Go 2. Come on, Anthony. That's 2.
Forward.
Forward.
It was forward, well spotted, Mr. Clark.
Really poor, isn't it, from Sheffield? They're just running on empty a little bit here. Disappoint Mark Aston because his team are better than that. 100% better than that. Just see here. Pass from Wood is forward.
Let's go, lads. Put that will you?
So Sheffield, Featherstone, Lee, Halifax and today Wakefield will join the winners of this relatively new competition, the AB Sundex 1895 Cup. I think we'd agree, a good concept, Paul Cook, giving these Wembley days too, not just the players out there, but look what it means to the fans. We've talked about 7,000 plus.
Yeah, absolutely. The fans particularly deserve their days out, but you know, some of these players that are good enough to play in Super League, George, that stay in the part-time environment because they've got fantastic jobs away from the sport and earn some, you know, money on top playing part-time. You know, they get a day out at Wembley because it's very unlikely that they can win a Challenge Cup with the Super League teams in there. So I think it's a fantastic concept and one which is growing year on year.
Release, pull back! Go for nice, you're good.
Luke Gale.
Yep.
one man who has won the Challenge Cup with his late drop goal for the Leeds Rhinos in front of an empty stadium here in 2020. At strangest of times, Gale celebrated that with some canned crowd cheering, ringing around. Very surreal, he tells me. But he'll get a proper celebration tonight, no mistake about that. And they'll have earned it.
Move now, Jay! Wait on me.
Wakefield, as a club, lost their last 2 Challenge Cup finals. That visit in 79 that I keep referring to, and prior to that in 68 as well. But they were regulars in the 60s. 4 on the spin in a great era of dominance.
4. Move, find me! Hold.
And okay, the big times might not necessarily be back just yet, but this feels like a big moment.
I think Wakefield are putting together a really good squad out there for 2025 and what is an imminent return to Super League. And I think Darryl Powell, the coach, you would love back in Super League along with his squad of players that he's putting together. I think we'll only add to the competition next year.
Yeah, really pleased for Darryl Powell. Had such a horrible time, didn't he, at Warrington Wolves? Regardless of your opinion on what went right and wrong during Powell's tenure at Warrington, it wasn't meant to end that way. And to see his side here in the game before this must have been quite hard, I think, for Darryl. But here he is, enjoying this moment as his side attack once again.
That's okay.
With Lino delaying that perfectly to Jowett, and McGilvery gets away. McGilvery down the corner. Jermaine McGilvery with a Wembley try on his first appearance at the National Stadium. That is a popular score.
Yeah, it's wonderful skill again. It's Liam Kay this time who goes to the line, and he finds Mason Lino on the ball that's behind the first runner. Then then it's Mason Lino squares up really nicely on the back row on that left edge, and it means he can't get in. And then Max Jowett throws a pass which Jack Hansen only wishes he could have back and throw in a similar style. This time Max Jowett hits Jermaine McGilvery on the chest, and McGilvery not going to stop him from there. Jack Hansen does his best, but Jermaine McGilvery too big and too strong.
7 tries. On a day where the number 7 has been so prominent. And that was vintage Jermaine McGilvery. Such a powerful finisher, impossible almost to stop.
You're not stopping him from there, George. It doesn't matter who you are in the world of rugby league. You're not stopping Jermaine McGilvery when he's 3 metres from a try line. It's a wonderful pass from Max Jowett, though. Fabulous pass.
As tough as they come for Jowett. He's only missed 1 so far. As the Wakefield players get a hero's welcome retreating behind their posts. Jowett from the touchline. Oh, it's a beauty.
Yeah, I need to ask him the lottery numbers for tonight, Max Jowett. Everything he's touched has turned to gold this evening. It's a fabulous kick, gets his team to 40 points, still with 17 on the clock, George, so this could get really ugly for Sheffield Eagles here, unfortunately.
Well, who stood out for you at home? Our man of the match poll for the Ray French Award is now live. That's over on the Our League app. So if you open that, you can have your vote from a short list of 4. Don't know if you agree with these selections. Paul, Oliver Pratt, Lachlan Walmsley, Renan Fatoni and Luke Gale. Your short list of 4.
Yeah, I wouldn't say you're far wrong with that. There's some great performance out there for Wakefield, and certainly going to be a Wakefield player that walks away with that Ray French award, and rightly so.
Hold, go, 3.
Tony has been absolutely terrific for me. There he is. Right on cue.
Play on still, 3.
Dragging Jesse Senna-Lafayette with him.
Hold Vila. Hold! Release Vila.
It's your vote though at home. Just go over to the Our League app and take your pick. By the time you've done that, Wakefield might have more points because they're attacking again. Hansen over, he's done well. He's actually done really well since that early intercept error. That was right at the start of this Wakefield wave of points and pressure.
Stand now! Find space. Hold!
15 to go. Listen to the Wakefield fans.
Yeah, they're enjoying their day over there, aren't they? That is for sure. They don't want this day to end. They're quite happy to stay out here all night.
Clear.
Oh, it's going to be an error in the pick-up. It's going to be a try. There's an error. Yeah, an error from Sheffield on the left edge and pounced upon by Griffin. Josh Griffin gets his second.
Griffin's now on a hat-trick. This is utter dominance from Darryl Powell's side.
Yeah, I'm not sure who it is with the final pass. Maybe Corey Aston who tried to find a pass outside of the centre to the fullback. I think the centre gets his hand in the way. On that left edge, it's James Glover. It hits his right hand, it goes to ground. You see it here on the replay. It's Glover. Just hits his right elbow, and then Josh Griffin gets rid of Jack Hansen, the fullback, picks up and walks in from 40 metres away. It just catches James Glover's right elbow, doesn't it? And that gives Jack Hansen no chance of collecting the football, and Josh Griffin, the grateful recipient.
$44-6 plus these.
Plus 15 minutes, George. 14
more
now.
to the point.
If you can, just get in on these rocks if you can.
Yeah.
But credit the couple of hundred or so Sheffield Eagles fans. I can't see any of them leaving.
No, I don't think they will either. I think they'll be proud of the effort of their team, but they've just, when you give away 4 tries in the first half yourselves, then you're going to be up against it. Second half's not got too much better.
Jowett has kicked 6 from 7. And most of them tougher than this one.
Yes.
Right on cue. 7 from 8 from the boot. And Wakefield are in Wonderland at Wembley.
It'd be a long old 13 and a half, couldn't it? But these Sheffield players are out of energy. They're certainly down on the scoreboard by how many. It's going to be a question at the end of this game, but that certainly helps.
And that's been knocked on, so there will be at least a bit of pressure coming from the Eagles. But it's a wonderful place, Wembley,
To win.
It's a place full of magic and memories. But when you're on the other end of a scene to Paul Cook like this, you just want to get home.
Yeah, I mentioned this earlier. I played in the Challenge Cup final in Cardiff and won it, and played in a grand final at Old Trafford and lost it, and that, unfortunately for me, that was the last game of 2006. I spent 4 months hibernating, George, to try and get away from everybody and away from the display that we had put in where we'd not been at the races. So it's not an easy place to lose, in any big major final, and I can certainly testify to that.
Yeah, that Millennium Stadium 2005 Cup final. I don't think we've ever talked about that. As a Leeds boy, you broke my heart that day.
20 years ago next year, George. Can you believe it?
Can you believe it? That is frightening. Here comes Sheffield. I'm still not over at Marcus By's offload.
That's Richard Whiting dines out on that still.
He does. Can the Eagles steal one under the post? No.
Yeah, Richard Whiting tells everybody he went 50 metres. He's the slowest centre that we've ever had at the club, and all he had to do was dive over the try line. It's a good job Marcus passed it in his own in goal, because Richard wouldn't have got further than 4 or 5 metres.
20 years ago, I can remember it so vividly. Here comes Sheffield with Jesse Senna-Lafayette. The Sean Briscoe illness, of course, was another.
Yeah, appendicitis. I
narrative.
feel awful about that one, George, because I was telling him that if he didn't want to play fullback, I will.
He checked himself out of hospital, didn't he, to join the celebrations?
He did indeed. Looks awful to be fair.
Can, speaking of celebrations, can Sheffield find something here? That's a nice reverse kick. It's really well watched. And of course, the other narrative that I recall from the Leeds perspective was one of Sheffield's coaching staff today, by the name of Keith Senior, declaring himself fit when he clearly wasn't, which meant one Barry McDermott was left out as 18th man.
Yeah, indeed, and it certainly played to our advantage that day, George, because we were certain that Keith was going to play, and we knew he wasn't fit after the first minute, so you know, it certainly didn't help Leeds Rhinos that day. They had to make a substitution and he never came back on.
I'm sure you're listening at home thinking, get back to the game, get back to calling it, but isn't the fact that these memories are so vivid 20 years on, doesn't that just sum up the magic of these occasions?
Absolutely. No, the Wakefield players on the field won't forget it, that is for sure.
Gale will want to stay in the field of play here, and he does. Last tackle.
Sometimes drowns like this are not meant for fairy tales either. I think Anthony Thackeray will retire at the end of this season, and how much would he have given here to go out a winner as a Wembley winner? No, fairy tales don't often happen in sport.
Hold. Go, one player, and he's reduced his 10.
When they do, what magical stories they are.
Hold! Release him! Wait, go 2.
Here's Hansen for the Eagles. Can they find something?
3.
They've not had any ball second half, have they, at all? And when they have, they've been forced into touch twice. Yeah.
They've not looked like scoring since the early try from their number 7, Thackeray.
4.
I think you credit Wakefield for that. They have strangled the life out of the Eagles today. Aston with a nice step, running the line. Jesse Senna-Lafayette looks an offload. Hansen promotes once again. This is better.
5
from Mark Aston's men.
Go 5, well done.
Nice tackle. Thackeray, change of direction, finds Aston. Digs for and chases himself. Just watched.
He did a good job, didn't he, Max Jowett? He caught and got to ground, so he couldn't be ambushed over the sideline.
He's been excellent, Max Jowett, today. There's been no bad performances in white shirts, but
no, absolutely not.
He's been terrific.
One thing that has happened is the flow's stemmed, hasn't it? The points we've seen put on the scoreboard by Wakefield Trinity, so Sheffield have certainly stood up and remained resolute defensively in the last few minutes at least.
Gale. Harlem Globetrotters from Luke Gale. Little flick out the back door. 8 to go, thereabouts. 46-6, the Trinity lead. Gale has a look up and drills one for the corner.
It's another great kick, isn't it, Luke Gale?
Some tired legs now.
Not going to miss him in those boots, are we?
Well, amazed they've not got any muddier.
Back middle, back hold.
As the match has progressed.
Go 1. Liam gets square marker.
As well, and with a huge handoff.
Great handoff.
Liam Play would have felt that.
Played lots of rugby with him at Hunky early on in his career.
Ben Jones-Bishop.
Held! Release, back! Go 3. Over these roots where you can, there's a bit of pressure here. 3.
Eddie Batty.
4. Move Mason back! Hold! Go 4, that's better.
Still trying here, Sheffield, shifting the ball.
Oh, he's opened up for Welland. Can he get away? Who's with him? They're still going. The Eagles. Dickinson.
Still going.
Oh, that was a nutmeg. Aston, I think they'll be pulled back here. The referee's let it go. And it is play on. And Wakefield could capitalise. It's Jowett. He deserves a try.
Keep going, keep going.
Big hit. Oliver Pratt. Not on his hat-trick.
Release!
Well, Pratt and Griffin are both on
And Jones
hat-tricks.
Bishop got him. 0 tackle though.
BJB has come off worse there. He's got a dead leg, hasn't he? Ashurst.
One. Move! Feel back. Hold.
There's another try coming here, Paul Cook. I can sense it. You can almost smell it. Lino.
It's okay. It's okay.
McGilvery.
Here we go.
Sets off again, Jermaine McGilvery. Powers to the line. Over the line.
Try.
All right.
And McGilvery has his second. He's a juggernaut. And Wakefield have 50 of the best.
What a finish that is from Jermaine McGilvery. He's taken 3 players over the try line with him and still managed to ground the ball. Fantastic score from the juggernaut, as you mentioned, the juggernaut on the right wing for Wakefield. It's another wonderful pass, this time from Lino to Griffin. Griffin really quick hands onto Jermaine McGilvery, who just bounced his players out of the way. Matty Dawson-Jones did his utmost to try and keep him upright, but Jermaine McGilvery gets the ball to ground. It's fantastic play.
James Bell looks different.
His accent's sick.
Cheers, James.
Well, the man of the match vote has just concluded over on the Our League app. Let's just have a look at this kick before I deliver the Ray French Award winner. A reminder, stick with us on Super League Plus. We'll be down on the pitch to bring you immediate post-match reaction. We'll stick around for the trophy lift as well,
It's thereabouts, mate.
which should be a wonderful moment for Wakefield fans.
Is that right, Andrew?
Max Jowett, meanwhile, has the kicking tee.
Time off.
To the ball spin again.
50 unanswered points from 6-0 down for Wakefield Trinity. Can Jowett make that 52? He's given it a go.
No, is that last 5?
This one does drift, so it remains Sheffield Eagles 6,
Time off.
Wakefield Trinity 50, and the Ray French Award winner for man of the match goes to Luke Gale.
He's had a hand in everything, hasn't he? A hand or a foot at least, and defended really well on this left-hand side as well. So, well done to Luke Gale, and another tidy performance at Wembley for the old stager.
4 minutes, mate. 4 minutes now.
All good.
Luke Gale celebrates the announcement during the game as he hears his name.
Back!
Special moment for him.
Mate, go one. Held! Release the ball!
Yeah, last four minutes or so here for Sheffield to endure no more pain. Just too good, Wakefield Trinity. Far too big and strong and quick.
Go 3.
Fantastic rugby team that Darryl Powell and his staff are bringing together.
McGilvery. There's 3 Trinity stars on hat-tricks now.
Square, James.
Wait there. Go 4.
Pratt, Griffin and McGilvery all seeking that historic treble.
5. Move! Walk it back!
Last
Come on,
tackle.
pal. Go 5, just back here. It's good now.
It's with the man of the match, Gale. Goes high. Tester for
Okay.
Well done,
Jones
Ben
Bishop.
Bishop. What a catch that was.
Release it!
safe as houses.
Go 1.
Under pressure from Lachlan Walmsley. And the 2 try.
Move! Find me,
Oliver
find me!
Pratt.
That's it, square! Go 2. And clear.
As Jones Bishop runs it back in.
3. Move Liam on!
Not Liam, he's been held in, he's been held in.
Closing moments of Finals Day 2024. The Eagles need to be put out of their misery here.
4. Move! Find the floor! Wait there! Go 4, play on.
Because Trinity have been terrific.
Stolen.
And that's a penalty.
Time off.
When was the first try in the game for Trinity, George? What minute was that? 7?
Well, it was
about 20 minutes, wasn't it?
Yeah, it warms his leg for the fielder in response. It seems a lifetime ago,
It
doesn't it?
certainly does, yeah. I mean, I think after 14 minutes it was 0-0, and was mentioning how well Sheffield had done, and then the tide turns with that intercept. I'm not saying that's the reason they've conceded 50 afterwards, but the momentum swings, and then Wakefield have just never looked back and conceded. Sheffield have conceded points at a rate of knots.
One! Move him, kid! Back! Go on, line's good now. Play on.
It's a rare Sheffield Eagles attack.
2! Move, Matty!
And Matty, Jay! Square!
Lovely evening sunshine. And the sun is shining on Wakefield, but here comes Sheffield.
It'd be really nice if they could have the last laugh, wouldn't it?
Thackeray dummying through.
Offside again.
Winning his side a penalty. Murphy wants a quick one here. A little bit of afters with Luke Gale.
Eddie, what are you doing?
Come on, boys, we've all had a drink.
Don't messing about, mate.
Luke Gale and Eddie Batty. I think I know who I would be backing
Don't stop
there.
messing about, we'll play on.
Yeah, one sec, mate, I'm going to win you.
No offence, Luke.
Time it now, boys.
What are you doing? Stop being wait for me, hang on. Wait
Mason.
there.
Is there an Eagles try?
It'd be nice, wouldn't it, if it could finish with the last word. First and last.
Batty calling the shots. Jesse Senna-Lefeu, the former Castleford Tiger, against the arch enemy here. He's over the line. He's trying to get the ball down.
Tackle one, let go of him, let him go.
Tasted defeat with Featherstone against Lee in this a couple of years ago at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, did Jesse.
Back to line. Let's go. 1.
Murphy, switch of direction. Aston.
Yeah.
Bauer takes it on.
Move, Josh.
Murphy, he glances left and right.
6 again.
Easy one. Gale left.
Fizzes it to this near side. Thackeray gives it to Hansen,
Go on it.
who's crowded out with nowhere to go.
Go line!
Jones Bishop. Thackeray once more tries to thread one through. Don't think that was played. Oh, it was. Referee says have another 6. Batty dancing around one-handed.
Surrender.
Last seconds of the game, though.
Go 1.
Can they finish with a flourish?
Hansen. Oh, McGilvery with a big shot. Ball comes loose. Jesse Senna-Lefeu picks it up. Strong handoff. Still going. And another. Closing moments of finals day at Wembley.
Hold. Go 2.
And then Wakefield can celebrate. Aston with a loose one. It's going to peter out this for Murphy. Now Hansen trying to make something happen on the hooter. It's picked up by Jarrett, who tosses the ball into touch. And Wakefield celebrate. 45 years since they were last here at Wembley. This is a wonderful Wembley moment for Wakefield, who have destroyed Sheffield Eagles to win the 2024 AB Sundex 1895 Cup. And boy, they have deserved it.
Yeah, congratulations to Darryl Powell and his team and his coaching staff, because it's not just about the 17 players on field here, George. It's about the whole squad that have all had an impact into what has been a wonderful campaign already for Wakefield Trinity in 2024, culminating today at the old stadium of Wembley and their first visit in 45 years. They deserve their win this afternoon or this evening, and I'm pretty sure, in fact I'm almost certain you'll see them back in Super League in 2025, and rightly so.
It did, didn't it? You alluded to it there. It at times looked Super League versus Championship this, which for the first quarter of the game it didn't at all.
No, for 20 minutes or so I thought Sheffield was outstanding, and then as soon as the momentum swings and Wakefield just get relentless, don't they, and the motor on, and they just keep rolling over the top of teams, and No, they're too big and too strong. If you give them that much football, as Sheffield did, making 4 errors in the first half for 4 tries against, they're gonna really punish you, and have done, to the tune of 50 points.
Luke Gale, the star man, but there were plenty of options for that man of the match award today.
It could have been anybody in white, couldn't it? And it could have been one of 8 or 10 players that were outstanding for Wakefield. Jermaine McGilvray scoring 2, Ollie Pratt scoring 2, Max Jowett for his assists and goal kicking. Yeah, you've got plenty of players in white that could have taken away the player of the match award. There's no question about that.
9 tries to Trinity. Let's have a look at some of the highlights of the second half, Paul Cook.
It started, didn't it, as Sheffield finished the first half with an error, and an error early in the tackle count, and Max Jowett just slides across the field and gets Chris Wellham just enough interested to be able to get Oliver Pratt on his outside and score the try. But it comes from an error, doesn't it, from Ben Jones-Bishop. This one, just a big man on a little man.
Hello, 3-2-1, 3-2-1.
Sorry, has to get out of the way, but listen, that'll happen to plenty of defenders in the Championship. With Josh Griffin and his power on that right edge. So listen, it's just it does at times, George, you can see that it is a Super League team in waiting, and in essence against a part-time team in Sheffield there, we just see Titus Squarzy stumble and slip on his right foot, which opens the door for Ollie Pratt to score his second of the afternoon. You know, but sod's law, isn't it? It's just their luck. They're not having much anyway, and Titus Squarzy almost pulls his groin, I imagine. This was lovely from Jowett. This was a super pass. Let's have a look here. Bang, right on the money. You know, Jermaine McGilvray doesn't have to break stride, and
there's not many other players you would want coming up to that pass.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not, George. You're right. And you know, Jermaine McGilvray is on that pass, and poor Jack Hansen at fullback's got 3 metres to play with. There's only one winner there, and that is big Jermaine McGilvray. This one again is another one gifted to them, isn't it? Aston's pass off the back of the back row on that edge. Just goes to ground, and James Glover on that edge who just gets his elbow in the way, goes to ground, and then Josh Griffin picks up and goes 40 metres. Yeah, the last try of the afternoon, great pass from Mason Lino, really quick hands from Josh Griffin, who's now moved into the centres, and Jermaine McGilvray just too big, too strong again. It's a great pass, isn't it, from Griffin? Really quick, and then McGilvray, nobody else you'd want there again, George, to finish that one off.
A big win, a wonderful Wembley day for Wakefield. We can hear from their man of the moment, their Ray French man of the match award winner, Luke Gale, is with our man, Andy Wilson.
Luke Gale, you just looked up there and said, that's some crowd, eh?
Yeah, it's fantastic. Look, just over a year ago we got relegated, and well, just under a year. And it was a sad day. I've not been at the club long, but the fans stuck behind us. Got relegated, and this was the first one that we wanted to tick off this year on our list. And we've got to Wembley, we've got the job done, and the crowd's been fantastic. Of a Super League crowd, so massively proud, and it's been a great day. It's been a good week.
And I was here with you 3 years ago. There was nobody in the ground, was there, when you kicked that drop goal? So nice to be here with some fans.
Yeah, it was a surreal day. Obviously a lot better with fans and a bit of atmosphere, and yeah, the Wakefield fans have done great. And look, it was a tough start. We knew Sheffield had come hard, and the boys just stuck in, and all teams have been coming hard all year again for the first 40, but probably the fitness but with full time, and that probably just told in the end. And I thought the second half performance were real clinical and real tough, so massively proud. My family's here this time, we're all up there, so very proud. And look, probably 18 months ago I was half retired, so it's been I always say rugby league's a bit of a roller coaster, and it definitely has been a roller coaster these last 18 months, and I'm just proud to be at this club. The club's on the up. Matt's took over, and I'd say Matt will be half pissed now. Sorry my language, but he'll be somewhere up there, and he'll be a few pints in. So we'll enjoy tonight with the families, and I'm looking forward to the weekend.
But for you have experienced the highs of the game, World Cups, and as I say, Challenge Cup finals. But to have this taste, I can tell you're buzzing.
Yeah, no, it is. Look, we spoke about it. I got asked what it's like to win, and I said, look, it's great to win, but I've had 2 losses in finals as well. I got beat in the Grand Final, I beat in a World Cup final, and trust me, they hurt way more than the wins do winning, you know. And I didn't want to experience that, and I said that again to the lads. Look, they're only good finals if you win. They're generally not good if you lose. So we've done it, we've got the job done, and we're going to have a good weekend.
And just a quick word for another old boy today. Jerry McGilvray scored those 2 tries. And it's his first game at Wembley as well, I think so.
Yeah, mate, he's a machine. He's a machine. He got injured in a pre-season game, and how he's come back. He did his tricep, but it's fantastic, and he's not getting any younger. His body will need icing up now for about 2 weeks after that, but no, it's fantastic, and I think we've got a great blend of youthfulness and older age, so to speak, so it's a great mix, and yeah, it's been a good day.
I'll let you join Matt in the bar. Thanks, Luke. Cheers.
Soaking up the moment, Luke Gale, as the Sheffield players make the walk that no player at Wembley wants to make.
Yeah, absolutely not, George. As we spoke about during commentary of the game, it's not a place to lose, and a big game as such, a Wembley final or a grand final, you never want to be a loser in, and it's a really difficult place to be, because once you've been up there and collected your runners-up medal, you then come down and watch the winners go up and celebrate, and that's a heart-wrenching thing.
Just out of shot while you were watching this, Luke Gale concluded his interview with us and sprinted over to join the rest of his teammates who were waiting to get the photo.
He's never run as quick there, and he might only have pulled a calf or a hamstring.
I think he might have pulled up there. If you see Luke Gale out for the next 3 or 4 weeks, that's what's happened.
Absolutely, absolutely. I thought you meant out on in the pubs and clubs then, George.
Well, maybe a bit of that as well. They have every right to celebrate this, but when the dust settles, Wakefield know they have work to do. Finish the season on a high, see what happens, try and cement that place back in Super League. But for the moment, enjoy.
Oh, absolutely, enjoy this. Enjoy the win, and you know, this might well be Luke's last season of playing as well. And you know, I'm not wishing his career away by any means. If he wants to play on, then that's up to him. But you know, what a way to go out if it is to be. Gallant runners up as well. Their path to Wembley wasn't an easy one, and they've got here. You know, they've just come up against what is a wonderful rugby league team that are destined for the elite division.
Well, the trophy waits for Wakefield as Trinity start to make their way up the steps. Luke Gale, the star man. Let's get a quick word with the winning head coach. Darryl Powell's with Andy.
Well, the second half was. The first half, thought Sheffield came after us, and it was super competitive. That try just before half-time was probably a killer blow, and then we scored straight after, and then I thought we were really good in the second half, so, yeah, really pleased.
And Luke Gale's first comment to us was, look at that lot behind the post. It's an amazing support from Wakefield, isn't it?
Well, it's phenomenal. I mean, you know, probably bought us nearly as many as everybody else, you know, so, yeah, incredible. And they've supported us unbelievably all year, and it's a really good reward for what they've done for us.
And for you, you've had a challenging 12 months, haven't you? Nice to be here and enjoying the glory again?
Oh, yeah, it's been good. Yeah, just being at the club, everything about it's been phenomenal, and yeah, we're all excited about what's to come in the future, and this is a great reward for what we've done so far, now hard the boys have worked.
Thanks, Darryl. I'll let you get your medal. Cheers.
Darryl Powell makes his way up with the rest of the Wakefield Trinity side for what will be a fabulous moment for all associated with the club. Luke Gale, star man on the pitch, leader of the pack, Challenge Cup winner with Leeds, finally gets to celebrate at Wembley with some fans in it. And he's first along the winner's enclosure. Still some magic in those Gale boots. It's been quite a 12 months or so for this club. Dropping out of the top flight, reassessing, rebuilding, re-energising, and returning to Wembley 45 years after their last visit, and this time departing with silverware. A great moment for Darryl Powell too, after his torment at Warrington. Back to winning ways, tasting silverware again. It's been a huge Wakefield Trinity win. A half-century of points to which Sheffield Eagles simply had no answer. And the 7,000 plus Wakefield fans who ventured down the M1 will head back north with a huge smile on their face. It's Trinity's time. A wonderful Wakefield Wembley win.
Yeah, wonderful scenes.
The 2024 AB Sundex 1895 Cup, won in style by Wakefield Trinity. And what could this do for the upward trajectory of this famous old club? Great moment for two-try Jermaine McGilvery. In the twilight of his career, getting to sample the unique Wembley occasion.
Yeah, wonderful scenes for you Wakefield Trinity fans, isn't it? 45 years between drinks, George. It's been a hell of a long time for them. They're going to soak it all up here, and they certainly deserve their win.
They make their way along and then back down the steps. The party will start in earnest on the pitch with the champagne and fireworks at the climax of what's been a very, very special finals day, where we've remembered our friend Rob Burrow and enjoying 3 big cup finals. 4 if you were here early for the schools final. For Wigan Warriors, and now for Wakefield Trinity too. Not a soul has left from behind the post to our right, where the Trinity fans have been camped en masse. What are these cup final winning moments like, Paul Cook?
Well, listen, George, I don't remember much before the game that I played in, and as I said, the dignitaries that played, that came out to greet us, but you certainly remember these moments, you know, with your family and your friends and your group of players you've won a major trophy with. It's a fantastic feeling. And as I said, it's not one to be a part of if you're a Sheffield player here, as it wasn't when I was at Old Trafford and lost to St Helens. So, you know, congratulations to Wakefield, commiserations to Sheffield. The rest of the season is to play for, and let's hope Sheffield can bounce back quickly.
The Wakefield players making their way down for the celebration shot. As Darryl Powell gets his hand on a piece of silverware. Looking dapper in his waistcoat, DP, today. As Trinity set up for the final snapshot of a memorable finals day. A long old walk down, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I think the meet and greeting, some of the families just sort of halfway up there, George, aren't they? So, you know, it's been a long time since I've been here, the club and everybody part of the club, and no wonder they're milking it. There's no question they should do. Fabulous performance from them. Fabulous, wasn't it?
Utter domination as the final Sheffield Eagles players make their way back down the tunnel. A lot for them to piece back together after a bruising defeat at the hands of the best British side currently outside of the Betfred Super League. Sheffield won't be the last side